We are going to be creating a self-portrait next. These are going to be really, really fun. We are doing a reverse acetate self-portrait. Sometimes people call it reverse acetate portrait. I really like to call it just a transparency self-portrait, and it allows you to really experiment with acrylic paint for the first time without worrying too much about details. So we are going to talk a little bit, of course, about the art history connection here. So reverse glass painting, also known as Sauer, began in the 1400s in Europe. In the Renaissance period, we actually see it also in West Africa, and it's a wonderful way to incorporate self-expression and self-portraiture. You see it really all over the world. You'll also see it in Asian cultures and in a lot of religious iconography. So one thing I want you to notice, I don't want to tell you what to see as you look at these examples, but I just want you to notice how expressive they are, and that some of them use little props in their pictures. Also, you'll see neurographic art in some of the examples. Some students might decide to use the neurographic art as the background for their self-portrait. And oh my goodness, what is this? This is a photograph I took of myself with a little funny expression, and I am showing you what you're going to be doing. So you are going to take a photograph of yourself, hopefully with strong lights and darks in the background. I don't want any pictures to be like straight on. We want these to be either looking at something, or you could hold a prop. We definitely want these to be expressive self-portraits. Once you have your photograph, you're going to put it in a folder in Schoology, and I will print that photo for you. And then you will place a piece of clear transparency paper or acetate, some people call it, on top, and you will trace with a Sharpie your image. And then we will turn the image over and we will paint the back. If you get nothing out of this lesson, I want you to get this. That is, what is a tint and what is a shade? A tint is any color mixed with white. A shade is any color mixed with black. I want you to choose at least 2 colors. You can choose more if you like, and a white and black, just to experiment with tints and shades. Now, you will notice that white is a very weak color and black is a very strong color. Remember that when you go to mix these, because it takes very little black to take over the base color, and it takes a lot of white to change the base color. White is a very weak color, so it takes more. Black is a very strong color, so it takes less. And once you have your paints ready, you can go ahead and paint the back. Remember, as you're painting the back, you're not going to lose the Sharpie lines on the front. So reverse glass painting, as it began, and now in modern times, reverse acetate painting is really interesting because you're going to view these from the front, but you are actually painting the back. Another little quick tip here. I am using the back of my brush here. So I swooped up a little bit of that blue, swooped up a little bit of that white with the back of my brush, and then mixed it in a different spot. And now I wipe the back of my brush, pick up just a little bit of black, and swoop my color, my base color, and mix it up in a different spot. So using the back of your brush to mix is really great because you don't have to wash the brush as much. I actually started really meticulously and painted the teeth and the whites of the eyes. But later on, I changed my mind. You can just wipe this off, and I wiped it off, and I chose to just do pink all over. So this is me painting it. You can be sloppy here. You don't have to worry about staying in the lines because your lines will be there when you flip it over. You will need enough paint so that it's not transparent. I also didn't like how it was looking like I had some kind of black eye, so I changed it to pink and went over the mouth with pink, and then I was done with mine. I hope you enjoy this lesson.